Hey YouTube, good day to you. I'm gonna decided I'm gonna take and add some footage to the pond videos of some small brush cutting and sickle bar work over there. I'm gonna do a little bit of weed killing and stuff, but just wanted to say good morning. And Sassy, where you at? Sassy always likes to say good morning. Let me see where she's at. Sassy, tell him good morning. Talk. Good girl. Sassy, it's gonna be a traditional thing, I think. Y'all have a good day, and I hope you enjoy some of this little bit of work, watching me work. I like watching other people work anyway. Hey everybody, Scott, Skid Steer Premier at the YouTube channel Georgia Nuts. I wanted to try to do a video on some obstacles I crossed when I dug this pond. I couldn't get power down here. My Flint Energy was going to charge me $9,000 to get power down here. That wasn't going to happen. And so I had to, buy some solar panels and try to get an aeration system going down here. We've had some leaks in it too, but I'm going to touch base on all that stuff and just kind of talk about it for anybody that might be doing pond stuff. I know there's all kinds of ponds videos, but all I do is just chat it up a little bit about what I've done, mistakes we've had, and obstacles we've crossed. Right now, it looks terrible. I shouldn't even be shooting this video, but I've got to come down here with a sickle bar, mower, and brush cutter and cut around this thing and groom it up. I've just really been busy working, so let me give you a shot of... I wanted to do this right now because to show the aerator on the solar panels that I spent about $2,500 on. It really doesn't do all that great of a job like I expected it, but it is solar and there's just 4 panels, but still sun's got to hit that bad boy just right. So right now I wanted to show the area that don't look half as bad. Over there is, the hill with all the riffraff coming down, and a lot of drainage comes down that section right there. This is not a creek fed pond. It's strictly just rainwater that actually comes through that ditch right there, and then it flows in the ditch from here all the way down and then into the pond. Over there I've got it kind of weed killed and stuff enough to make it. There's the little road goes all the way around, and there's the dam. And there's two dam drains there, whatever you want to call them. We had one there, and we had one over there, and the overflow is kind of right there at the pipes. But anyway, all the water flows to that corner right there. But I dug up one that was over here and moved both of them over there. Because that pipe over here wasn't getting no water. I guess it got one that got dug higher. But right there is about the maximum. That's why I wanted to talk about it right now. That's the maximum amount of water that will come out of that aeration thing. And honestly, it's better than nothing, or I'd be in some trouble. I mean, the water ain't it would be bad if it didn't have that. And the pond dye that you see everybody using. Look, you use that pond dye, you're going to be a smurf. It comes in water soluble packs that you can just toss in there and they dissolve. Man, that don't work. That stuff somehow it gets all over you. Just little sprinkles all over your socks, your legs. You don't even know it. It just grows. I mean, it starts growing on your body. You just look and you got a spot. And I'm talking about not one, you're going to have 40 or 50 of them things all over you. Your clothes, your boots, and then you touch something, and then you touch something else. It's crazy. The liquid, it comes in a container. Shoot, it ain't no different. It's messy too. You pour it and it splashes. But anyway, it's good stuff though. It works. And it does have, it's safe for fish and aquatics and cows, but it works and it helps the ecosystem out. But Yeah, it is messy, but I highly do recommend it. You know, I don't care if you put on gloves, what you do, it ain't gonna work all that great. I got another aerator in there beside that one that runs off of, there's a generator and it's plumbed down through there. I'm not having all that great results with that. Right there is the 4 solar panels and the power box that runs that strictly off solar. There's four, I think they're 100 watt panels, but you know, I mean, I really wished I wouldn't have bought this one. I wished I'd have went with something. There's something called a Vanguard that's out right now, and Vanguard looks pretty cool. You know, everything's wired up to the pump. You get the wire, it's all connected, it's ready to go. You literally, the one I'm looking at, you could plug into your generator and you know, take and run it like that. But anyway, that's the trail goes around there. There's a trail right here that goes out. You can come down there, and also got a couple trails there. But anyway, man, I gotta learn to quit saying but anyway. You know, we all have these words that we just say, and you know, I'm gonna have to put $1 in the swear jar if I can't stop saying that on video. But right here in this shallow area, I can't find any more leaks. And of course, you got to realize I'm in Georgia. We ain't had, you know, we've had a lot of heat. I mean, 110, you know, with humidity. So all I get was rainwater from this, and you know, it's holding about where it normally would hold, but I can't find any leaks. The leaks that I did have seems to be right along in here in this soft sandy area. You know, it just ain't no good red clay right there. And we may eventually, if I can find any more leaks, I used the bentonite clay and they filled it in real good and did it multiple times. Every time I'd find a leak, I'd try to solve the leak. They ain't had no leaks at the dam at all, but I did try to chase down 2 or 3 leaks in this shallow end with terrible packing. I think I've solved them, but you know, I can't really tell because the water level, I don't see any swirls. You usually see like a bathtub going down, and I ain't seen anything like that going on. So I'm gonna keep an eye out for it. But trying to think if there's anything else. That's about it. I mean, you know, if I can think of some more stuff, I'll add to the video. But that's some of the challenges. If you've done ponds and you know you've had some challenges trying to you know, maybe something that's parallel or in common with what I've had to do, you know, drop me a message and comment and tell me some feedback of obstacles you might have had and you crossed and you was able to have a more successful pond. I wish mine was deeper. You know, it does fill up all the way to those pipes, and it overflows. Which, you know, I keep thinking there's a leak, but I also don't have any type of creek or steady flow of water to feed the creek. So once the rain diminishes and things start to go down, they go down, but again, they hold to that point right there. And see my killer ducks out there, my little fake ducks, you know, and man, frogs galore. I mean, I could go frog gigging in a heartbeat. These frogs big around as your fist in there. But anyways, that's about all I know to say about the pond. So if you have any comments, like I said, drop them. And matter of fact, I think I see a couple of frog heads popped up right over there somewhere. But if you you know, have any comments or anything like that that might help me, drop them. All righty, folks, we're gonna get the sickle bar connected, head down to the pond and do a little cut, and thought I'd show you around it real quick. It's a handy little booger. It's pretty much just a giant hedge clipper if you don't know the truth. But it's an expensive one. I haven't really got to use this thing, I don't think, worth a value yet, but it's a sophisticated piece of equipment. But I have used it, and it has worked well. It's also got a safety. The bar goes down obviously like a railroad tracks crossing, and this area right here, if you hit something like something's too big, or a stump or a tree limb or whatever, it can't cut, it'll kind of kick it back and disengage it. But besides that, it's pretty cut and dry. I mean, I've cut, you know, limbs that, you know, fit up in there. You know, you have to be careful. You'll break the teeth. You know, by looking right now, I was checking it out. I really don't even think I broke any teeth, which is surprising because I usually break something all the time. But anyway, I'm gonna get you set up down there at the pond, and I'm just gonna catch a little bit of sickle barn and add it into the video. I did want to mention that you know, this is the one attachment that actually does have the 14-pin electrical connector on it. I guess that's what you call it. That's what I call it. But anyway, it does have that on it. So instead of just connecting your regular hydraulic hoses, you got a little pin that connects right here, and that kind of activates the motor to be able to, I think, move up and down is what the purpose of that is. I'm sorry, right here's where I meant to be. But anyways, let's get to the pond and knock this out. I'll try to give you a shot of this. I'm cutting on the ground, but I was hoping that I could give you a shot of this thing. It'll actually like move up and down. I've seen use these. I don't really see them a lot on the internet. Maybe I'm overlooking it, but usually the only person I ever see use one was Andrew Carrata, but on his YouTube channel. But I'm sure there's got to be more of them. But anyway, let's get down there and do some just flat cutting. Okay. You know, even though I ain't the prettiest thing in the world, the banks need to be, I mean, practically, you almost have to weed eat them. But anyway, at least it's cut back. I think it looks a lot better. There's the 2 pipes. Yeah, you know, like I said, this thing does overflow, but and it's not the prettiest pond in the world. But I'm gonna tell you what, the wildlife love it. They got something to drink. There ain't a time I don't come around here, it ain't full of, you know, deer and every other thing you can think of. Even if I don't want them, coyotes, raccoons, possums, armadillos. But and of course I already mentioned the frogs and you know, stuff like that. But anyway, down through here is what I did, and like I said, it's just trying to get it to look halfway decent all the way around there. And then the hard work's all this junk, you know.